Hello everyone, this is the Walrus Clown here. I've gotten a severe case of writer's block when it comes to the Teen Titans Go review, so it's on hold and will be done when it is done. In the meantime, I'll be going back to reviewing other things, which leads us to today's subject, the Canadian-Australian collab CGI cartoon based on an Australian-produced comic book series of the same name, The Deep. Otter, roll the intro, please! First, some background. The Deep is a CGI cartoon based on an Australian series of graphic novels by the same name produced by DHX Media, which is probably best known for its work with the ever-present My Little Pony series. It began airing in Canada on December 1st, 2015, and was later picked up by Netflix for their streaming service June the following year, and is about the Necton family's adventures under the sea and their adventures to find clues leading to the lost, sunken civilization of Lemuria. First, there is the main character Ant, whom is voiced by Flash Sentry himself, Vince Tong. Ant as a character would have been really easy to make unlikable given his hyperactiveness and borderlining reckless abandon, but the writers and voice actor managed to keep him likable. And the more I watched, I was hit with an epiphany. Ant Necton is Johnny Test done correctly.
My mind is officially blown!
He's abnormally intelligent to the point where he's the one making new night suits, which are basically Iron Man armor designed to work underwater that's about 1,000 times cooler than the actual Iron Man armor that's designed to work underwater, and used to, among other things, fight the giant sea creatures that sometimes show up. Did I mention that this show is frickin' awesome yet? Because if I haven't, the underwater Iron Man armor should totally clue you into the fact that this show is frickin' awesome. Then there is his older sister Fontaine, whom is voiced by Miss Appledash herself, Ashley Ball, whom, while having your stereotypical tomboy teenage girlisms that are common in children's programming, manages to avoid the rival-enemy-bully relationship with her younger sibling that most media you'd see them in fact manages to portray their relationship very realistically. They argue, bicker, and do things to intentionally get on each other's nerves, but they clearly care, like in the episode Digging Deeper. It happens to be Ant's birthday, and Fontaine has a package delivered to the sub, and she keeps what it is a secret from Ant, only to reveal that it was sugar for a cake for him. All juxtaposition with a plot where the Nectons are tricked into going to the abyssal plane to retrieve a nuclear weapon by a crooked cargo ship that claimed it was a scientific technobabble meant to create clean energy, and an assassin smuggler sneaking aboard the sub to sabotage it and steal the weapon back before they figure out what it was. Yeah, some of the episode plots can get delightfully convoluted in a fun 80s-tastic kind of way. Then there are the parents, Will Necton, voiced by Mr. Bulk Biceps, Michael Dobson, and Keiko Necton, voiced by the great and powerful Kathleen Barr. They are a mixed-race couple who are surprisingly not a black dad and white mom. And if I could go off on a tangent here for a moment, why has that become the de facto mixed-race couple in media? Why don't you ever see a Latino man hooking up with a Native American woman, or someone of Asian descent marrying Middle Easterner? Hell, I don't even remember seeing a white man together with an African American woman outside of the Jeffersons. It's really refreshing to see some more variety here. Anywho, in episode 1 where we the audience are introduced to the overarching plot by an old man who becomes very important down the line named Nereus, prodding them to go search for a sunken treasure in a sea monster's cave lair to find something. After giving Ant a folder with something in it and says, if you're having trouble convincing family to go, show your father this. The thing in the folder is a picture of Nereus with Will's parents, and it's revealed that finding the lost civilization of Lemuria has been a Necton family obsession for generations. This prods Will into okaying the mission. Inside the cave they find the first clue, an ancient map, and the adventure ensues. Now, while this series is full of fun and I enjoyed it immensely, there are a few small things that irked me. Make no mistakes, these are nitpicks, but they are there. There are 1 or 2 times where logic pulls through and I found myself saying, biology doesn't work that way. There are a few logical hiccups in a few episodes. And the big one that most fans of the real Ghostbusters cartoon will cringe at. There was an episode where they introduced a junior Nectons club full of young children. Most episodes like this are here because some jerk producer made the writers do it because they think they will like the episode, and thus the series as well because a normal kid they can relate to is in it. And this episode sure felt that way. When will producers learn that when you do that, you're not jacking up ratings? You're only getting in the way of the fun undersea adventures of the Necton family that the audience is here to watch. The more I watched this, I couldn't help but come up with comparisons to the Alpha and Omega movie series. It feels like the showrunners watched Bob Show's reviews of them, then made a show about taking all of his complaints and doing them correctly. Example, a mainstay complaint from Bob Show is that the pups constantly disobey their parents in the most flagrant way possible, and here this is done correctly by having Fontaine do it. Which makes sense. The fact that she's in her mid-teens means she's going through that rebellious teenage phase. And then again, she mostly does this in those moments where obeying them and staying put will get Will and Keiko killed. Or in those odd moments where they expect the kids to take the last lifeboat or emergency helmet or whatever and save their own lives while their parents die.
No, I won't put it on. I won't leave you.
Fontaine, we don't have time. Just take it.
Please.
There. Now it's no good to anyone.
In closing, I find this series to be extra fun. It's like they took all of the fun and sanity of the 80s and combined it with today's modern storytelling. I would kill to get my hands on the comics that these were based on. And I am really looking forward to more adventures on the Aronnax in the rumored Season 2 that's supposedly in the works. Submarines. You know what? Every reviewer has Linkara-esque adventures eventually. A mobile base would be pretty cool. We need a submarine base! I'll have to get to work on that. Anywho, that's all for now. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and click on the bell. Till next time, everyone!